Okay, welcome back to Campaign of France, episode 12. If you look up in the top right hand corner, you can see that I have not very much money. I just bought some sugar for the dairy so that we can make yoghurt. So I'm going to sell off all the lettuce first thing, and then I'm going to sell off the fruit yoghurt that we have already made. See how much money we have, because as I said in the last episode, we need to roll sunflowers. So I need to buy a roller, and in order to do that I need some money, preferably not more of a loan. It's funny how I don't like using loans, and right now in both of my series I'm using loans. I guess when I play on my own, I'm not in a rush to make progress, because you start with next to nothing, right? But to make content, make something that's interesting and different, you want to progress through the first part really quickly and start buying different, better equipment, wider seeders, planters, rollers, bigger tractors. So I've ended up this time round really relying on loans, I guess. Right, so we're up to 7,000. The roller I want is 15. So it might, I don't think we'll have 15,000 actually by the time I've sold the yoghurt and the lettuce. But if I'm going to get the most out of those fields of sunflowers, I really need to roll them to get the best possible yield I can. Right, let's quickly sell this one. Right. Where are we up to? 10,000. Okay, yeah, we should get to 15 then. Okay. We should get to 15. Just. Right. Now, lettuce has just gone past its best sell price. So I have stopped the greenhouse working on lettuce, and I've got them growing strawberries and melons for the yoghurt production for a couple of months, just to build up the fruit into the dairy. And then as we get close to decent sell price on the lettuce again, which obviously is winter, right, we'll start growing lettuce again at the end of the summer. Just like I would do at the allotment, to be honest. At my allotment I will plant lettuce late spring. You can plant it earlier, and I've tried it in the polytunnel that I have, but you don't really get any traction on it. It just sits there fairly dormant. So there's no point in planting lettuce early, certainly in a non-commercial polytunnel. And then I'll do so that'll grow through late spring, early summer. Then I'll do a batch late spring, the end of May, and then I will try to do a batch the end of summer, so that it grows through autumn. And I have had, not this year but the year before, I did have lettuce at Christmas from the allotment. Growing not in the polytunnel but under little tunnels outside. Once it was well established, but then we got some frosts. So it's a tricky business. The weather can ruin it all. But right, let's go and collect the roller with this tractor. If it wobbles around too much, then we'll swap it over to the class. Which is a heavier tractor. So I will see you guys at the shop. Okay, here we are at the shop. Right, let's just park here. Let's go in and look at, where are the rollers? Oh, there, rollers. Right, we're going to get this little one. We had 23,000. So that's a 6-metre roller. I'm hoping, I've used this before a few times. I don't think I used it in the last. I definitely didn't use it in. The other way around. In. What were the first 2 episodes series I did last time round? I don't think I used it in those. Right, so fold up. Yeah, we're not wobbling. We're not wobbling around, I don't think. So I will see you guys at the field once we've started rolling the sunflowers. Okay guys, here we are. We've started the top field. The big one we've got to go. But yeah. Chilling, looking at the view. Oh no, it's not as good as some of the views you get on some of the newer maps like Court Farms and some of those where everyone raves, but it's not terrible. So we've got this to do, and then after that I'm not sure what job we're going to do next. We could start on the grass for silage. I'm tempted to buy a trailer still. I'm sure I've talked about that before. For the manure. And if we do that, then we need to put all of the manure into the trailer. And we actually do need to muck out both the cows and the sheep as it happens. So they are all possible jobs to do once I've finished all of the rolling. We've sprayed the oats, haven't we? We didn't roll them as we forgot to roll those, but now they've started the first growth stage. We've missed out on that. But we absolutely had to make sure. Oh my goodness! Had to make sure we got these sunflowers because these are big fields. And now we've bought that press place in town, we need to make sure we absolutely get the most out of that we can. So I think I'm gonna focus on this, and then I will come back to you guys once both fields are rolled and I've made a decision on what our next job will be. Welcome back to the farm. We've almost finished the rolling. There were some edgy bits that were just missed on the way up last time round, so they're now done. I'm hoping, actually, because we ploughed, I'm hoping there'll be no weeds. And because we used the fertiliser was spread when we planted, I'm hoping we don't need to fertilise either. So now, if we get this back to the yard, we can then get on with cutting the grass. I made a decision while I was doing all the rolling. We're going to cut the grass. We need silage for the cows quite badly. So, right, let's lower this, or unfold it, I should say. It's quite big, so if we back it onto here, drop that off. Now if we park this bad boy up, we can go and cut some grass. Right. So I didn't change my mind. I set this up once I made the decision. Right, turn on the windrow. Turn on mower. Right. I actually think oh, you blonker. Okay, I was about to say I could probably get away with cutting the meadow grass, because I must own that. Right. Let's just check to make sure it doesn't create... Yeah, look, there's boundaries. Okay. I may or may not be able to get that. I probably won't be able to get it, will I? Okay. We'll have to come back out with the windrow and sweep it back into the field if we can't get it. Which means I've done this all the wrong way around. So let's go at the other end. Okay. Right. Drop the windrow, drop the mower. Okay, that's better. We've now got all the meadow grass actually on the field. Right. Lift the mower. Lift the windrow. It's funny how the game manages to crash itself. You know, it does it all the time on the maps. You've got to wonder if they're going to mend that in the next iteration of the game, haven't you? Right, lower the windrow. Lower the mower. Because I noticed on Zelonka, when I send my helper to deliver the crops to soup factory, You know, it goes on the set routes that it's been given, but it always crashes at the same telegraph pole. Where it takes a shortcut across the shop car park. It's like, just stick on the road, then you're not going to turn into that telegraph pole. And even then. So it goes to show they don't necessarily test all of the routes they set up. I think there's a name for them, but yeah. They could, yeah, look at that. Back in writer. It must be on a timer or something so that it then resets itself, but yeah, it's not cool if we wanted to now go out on the road. Right, lift the mower, lift the windrow, hang on, lift the windrow. Oh, I'm going to end up hitting that sign. It is a dumbass place for that sign, I tell you. Right, so, yeah, there we go, just clipped it. Okay. Oh, look, now I've missed some of the grass. That's frustrating. Okay. So I'm going to crack on cutting the grass on this field, and then I'm going to move over and do the bigger field by the yard. And then when that's nearly done, we'll come back together so that we can start doing the setup for the silage. Right guys, here we are. I'm just doing the last couple of rows, at least I'm hoping it's going to be a couple of rows of cutting the grass on the bigger field. You know, it's not going to fit, don't it? It's just, that would just have to be the case, wouldn't it? Oh, look, that's not quite wide enough. I'm going to miss a bit. That is so frustrating. Okay. Oh, it's only that tiny bit at the end there. Okay. Right. So, once we've finished this last little bit off, we can go and put the mower and the mower and the windrow away, and then we can set up the turn off the windrow, fold the windrow. Right, we can then turn set up the baler. Right, lift the mower, turn off the mower, fold the mower. Right, there we go. So if we come back along here, we can drop off the windrow where it normally gets left. Whoa. Here. And then we can pop in the shed. Oh. Can we? How about that? Nice. Drop off the mower. Right. Right, let's get on the class so that it can be attached to the baler. Unfold fully. And we don't want to turn it on just yet. That's not unfolded fully. Ah, there we are, fully unfold. Perfect. There we are. Right, let's jump out. Now we need this bad boy to put the bale spike on so we can move the wrap bales into the shed. So let's get the bale spike. Let's get him into place to catch the bales. Perfectamo. And now we'll get this little bad boy to go and collect all the grass. Right, so we'll top up with whatever. Start overloading, just top up the grass. They won't drop out a lot yet. Right, now we're going to put this in the baler and then we can start start getting the grass out of the field. Okay. Right. And now we can turn on the baler. He's kicking it out. So now we need to catch the bales when they come out. So I'm going to get on with this, and then perhaps I'll come back to you guys when this is nearly finished. Let's get that first bale, because all I'm going to do is collect grass, wrap it, and drop it in here. We can have a guess to see how many bales we get. I think it's going to be quite a lot, if I'm honest. So I might keep a tally, but yeah, I'll speak to you guys when we're nearly done. Okay guys, we are now down to our last little bit of grass to collect on this field. So if we lower, pick up and turn it on, lift the pickup, we've got some those little funny bits we had to cut at the end to collect here, and then that last row. And then we can bale this up. So we've got 20 bales so far. This baler only does the small ones. So it's 20 bales, 3,500 bales, half litres per bale. So that's 70,000 litres of silage. And you can see here 4242, we're only going to get one bale out of this lift, but we'll empty it out anyway. There's one there waiting to be put in the shed. Let's back that up, turn that on, empty it out. Okay, that's empty. Here we go. So it's 21. And this will be our last bale. We've got, as you can see, 2,600 of litres of grass left in the baler. Let's turn it off. If I can see the button. Okay, so that's turned off. Let's put this away. Right. Now, last time, for some reason, I had some silly bales that didn't have full amounts in when it went into this bin. Open storage dialog. Yeah, so they're all the same size. Okay. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I went to empty them, I had bales that only had like 1,000 litres, 1,300 litres, and it didn't make any sense to me. Right. So, we should probably... I need to move this out. Action can only be toggled on foot. Okay, how about if I fully fold? There we go, let's fold it away. It's cool animation, isn't it? There we are. And detach. Perfect. Right, so we can put the class away. So I think that's it for this episode, guys. I think we've done a whole bunch of good jobs. I need to probably move forward a day and then think about what we want to do in May. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.